what's up everybody? It's your boy G Waters back again with another video. And today I have the RadioMaster GX12. Now this is the actual retail version because I know everybody so far, well I won't say everybody, I haven't seen anybody else's videos recently, but everybody had the pre-production unit. This is an actual production unit because I don't get anything early. Bought this with my own money as usual. RadioMaster. So we're just gonna unbox it. I already tore the plastic off. I don't want to put you through that. So it generally comes with a plastic film on it, obviously. Boxes, cool, RadioMaster. Got the radio outline of the silhouette of the radio, RadioMaster GX12. This is obviously HTX with ELRS. This is the ELRS version, of course, because that's just what they come. But, so, that's everything on the box, basically. And you can pause that if you really want to read that yourself. I'm not going through that. So I won't be setting this up today, only because I just don't have the time. So, what's that? I don't really have the time to do it, so I'm gonna actually do it in another video. I'll set it up, and plus I have to figure out if it's any different, because I don't necessarily know. Okay, so in the box we have a nice case, reminiscent of the Boxer and the M12 Surface radio. I think it's M12. And we have stickers and quick start guide. And so whatever with that. So let's open her up. See what we got here. All right, what's in here? So in here we have, okay, these are switches, different switches, I guess. This is a momentary. This one's 2-position. I will be using these because I think this radio has all 3-position switches. So I definitely will be using that. That's a USB to USB-A, a USB-A to USB-C connector, which you will be needing. These are different shoulder covers, so in case you want to delete some switches or change switches out, or you can, it lets you configure what you actually want. So I most likely will be using these because a lot of those shoulder switches, like those pot switches at the top, I don't think I'll need those. Those look like it will actually delete those. So I definitely won't need that. And these look like, I think these are plugs to plug these holes if you're not using them, the switches. And we have a small Allen key there. And it looks like springs, different tension springs. And they also give us a screen protector. Okay, so let's go over it. So, as you probably know already, this has foldable gimbals, and they're not AG01, but they are fully aluminum. And they have that different type of Hall sensor where it's on the logic board, I guess. Not a radio person, so, or I'm not super heavily into how that works, but I'm not sure if it's better or worse. I don't know, but so far it feels really nice. It feels really nice. It's a very good sturdy feel to it. It has a nice weight, and I don't have the battery in it yet. This is the so they give you the 18, what is that, something, I don't know. My brain hurts. 18650 battery holder there, and you obviously can also install your own Lion, which is what I will be doing. And like I said, we have 3 position switches. We have momentary switch here, button there, pot switch, which I will be removing, another 3 position. We have a single USB-C, which will be used for charging and interface. And we have the DSCs, and we also have a headphone jack. And another 3 position, another pot. Same thing over here with the momentary button, and another 3 position. We also have momentaries on the shoulder there, which I don't think I'll be using. We also have our trim switches, power, another trim. We have for the lanyard, the loop for the lanyard, 2 more trims. These are customizable buttons. I have to really dig in and see what that's about. We have 2 pots right here. We have our we have our STX buttons there, navigation, system button, model, other navigation like return, page up, page down, telemetry. Obviously our scroll wheel. I believe these are speaker grills, or maybe one of them speaker and one's for air. I'm not sure, for circulation, I don't know. And then we have drills, taps here, I guess, for different accessories like maybe a stand or different things that people may use it for. I won't be using that most likely. We have a handle, which is made of a fabric strap material. I don't know what that's actually called. And if you want to, you can actually install your module if you have Ghost, whatever, or Crossfire, whatever you guys have. And I like these antennas, these dual antennas. Love those because they fold and they move around. You can fold those down back out of the way. So when you just throw this in your bag or whatever, because most likely I won't be using this because it'll just take up too much room. The whole point in buying this radio is because I needed more space. I actually have these 2. This was my old daily driver, obviously my TX16S with the AG01s. Love that radio. I love flying with it. It's just too huge. It's super huge. So what I end up doing was buying a pocket. So I ended up buying a pocket, and the pocket was okay. I mean, it's fine. And like I said, and I actually installed AG01. Well, I installed the AG01 Nanos on here, and it's actually not a bad radio. It's just a little too toyish for me. I mentioned in another video, it's really toyish, and I'm still going to use it just to actually, if I'm trying to travel super light, I'll throw it in my bag. I ride in EUC a lot. If I'm driving, then this is going to be my new daily driver, which is going to actually replace my TX16S. The only thing I really loved about the TX16S was I liked the colored touchscreen. But over time, I just started thinking that maybe it's not worth the weight and everything and the size. It's just not worth it. This is kind of like a monochrome OLED screen, which is perfectly fine. You should be able to see it nicely during the day. And once you set everything up on your radio, you don't generally fumble around with the screen anymore anyway. So I just kind of came to that conclusion at some point that I just wanted something smaller and a little lighter and everything so I can carry around. So that's what this one was all about. But like I said in another video, I actually do side work with my quads and everything. So this thing is so toyish looking that I'm embarrassed to pull it out in front of a client. So, yeah, I don't want them to, you know, they're paying me good money and then I pull this little thing out like I'm gonna pull out a little Walmart drone or something, and it just looks weird. And, you know, I mean, it's superficial, like I said before, but unfortunately people are superficial, and you know, customer service is customer service. I mean, if I want my customer to feel like they're getting their money's worth, and so that's gonna get put to the side. That'll be more of a play thing when I want to go out and just do some ripping somewhere. I'll probably keep this in my backpack, keep it in there with one of my micros or something, and just have it on me in case I just want to spontaneously do some ripping or something. But, or if I just see something I want to capture, this is going to definitely be my daily driver. So, but looks nice. I mean, it feels nice and everything, and I honestly think, you know, I'll be happy with this one. And on top of that, it's super versatile with all the different protocols you can use, or the frequencies you can use, and you can mix and match frequencies, or, you know, however you want to do it. So super versatile, future proof, and I think it's, you know, it's going to work out for me. Like I said, the Pocket was working out for me. It was fine, but hey. But I also wanted to actually compare the gimbals, because I was wondering if the gimbals were any larger than these on it, because I couldn't tell. But clearly these are larger than the AGO1s on the Pocket, but not as large as obviously the full size TX16S. What I want to do now is actually weigh these and just get different, but I want to do that when I have the battery. So I like to weigh things with everything all together, battery and everything. So I don't have a battery in that, so stick around for that. And I'll definitely be putting a battery in and weighing it. So let's see. So yeah, so I'll definitely be weighing that, and we'll see just how I want to weigh it against this one. So it feels right now, without a battery in this one, it feels almost, by hand, it feels a slightly heavier than the Pocket with the batteries installed. So this is going to definitely be a little bigger, a little heavier, but I think it's a good medium for me, because this one's a bit too small, this one's a bit too large, you know, and heavy, you know, and everything. This one, I feel like it's the perfect size. So we'll see. So I guess I'll just go to Amazon, and that 5,000 milliamp hour at $24, I'll take it. Close the cart, and proceed to checkout. So I just wanted to do a little bit more comparing with the other radio. So like I said, this thing's, I like the strap. I like the gimbals are good. They're not AGO1, but I'm not 100% sure what the difference will be. They don't have as much kind of like design characteristics as the TX16, or even the Pocket has a little bit. If you notice, it has a little design characteristics on the gimbals. These don't have that. They're more just kind of straightforward and, you know, no nonsense. But I'm fine with that. You know, it gives it like a nice little stealthy look. You know, it's all black and everything matches the radio, and everything seems, you know, it matches. It goes together. It feels just as good to me as the AGO1s. But just look at the difference here. This is just crazy, night and day difference. So it's like carrying this thing, carrying this, and you know, and carrying this one was obviously pretty easy, but you know, it's just a little, like I said, a little. One second. Okay, now let's just stick this in here like so. We're gonna take that adapter out for the 18650. And I'm gonna stick this in here. Now, normally these things are super difficult to get in because it's just such a tight space, and then you have this long cable that you have to do something with. So it's generally not super easy, and this one is, yeah, this radio is no different, but it looks like I could maybe just tuck it here, and hopefully that'll work. Because generally it's very hard to get the cover back on and everything. And like I said, yeah, this is no different. I mean, I guess it's good because you don't necessarily want it flopping around, but it's in there. So let's get this thing fired up.
Welcome to HTX. Switch warning.
And yeah, don't worry about that kind of scrolling right there. You don't see that, or you just seeing that because it's obviously this is an OLED screen and it has a different frame rate. So pretty sure you know that, but I don't see that looking at the radio, just for those who don't know. Okay, we got switches here. All right, I'll figure out what else is on this one. Okay, and that's pretty nice. So basically these, you know, they change colors. And like I said, these are programmable, so I have to figure out what I want to program them to. I see right now that only one of them can be on at a time. So this is, I guess, like, it's set up right now as a 6-position switch, the way it looks. But from what I read, you can actually program those to what you want them to be. So this is how it pretty much looks, and I like this. I like that it has the OLED screen with the high contrast, because you can obviously tell that'll be easy to see during the day, you know, in some bright sunlight. And if you look at both sides, you look at it any angle, it's solid. Some monochrome things, not color, but I just kind of over time evolved on that. I mean, I was so into I was a screen snob for a while, like I said, and I like the color touchscreen and everything. But over time, I'm like, how often do I even need to interface with that? So you know, I got this. This is, you know, this one's perfect. This is definitely gonna be my daily driver, and I like that. You know, I like that I can use these switches. I'm not sure what I'll use them for yet, but I do kind of like to change rates. Since I do use my quads for different things like real estate, and so it's for work and for play, freestyle, whatever. I like to be able to just have my rates on a switch, so I can go maybe have indoor rates on one, freestyle on another, cinematic on another, you know, or whatever. So I'll just easily go in there and switch between which one I want. So I'll figure out what I'll do with those. Most likely that would be what I'll do with them. And I mean, for all it's worth, I mean, this thing's super solid. It feels solid, and I mean, if it works just as good as it feels and looks, then hey, I'm a happy camper. and I won't feel so bad about actually, you know, retiring the TX16S. I mean, I'll keep it just as a backup in case I really need, you know, since like I said, I work with my equipment, so I need to make sure I can get my work done. So, and then also I'll definitely keep my pocket, because if I just want to go rip somewhere, I'll just throw it in my backpack, and you know, it's all good. And you can, just to get differences between the different screens.
Hello, G. Flight systems have been initiated. Throttle warning. Acro disarmed.
And see, and there's different, all different. That's the LED, OLED, and OLED. I mean LED color touchscreen. So LCD. Sorry, LCD, OLED. So I mean, it's like I said, it's I've evolved on the whole color screen thing and all that. I really liked it in the beginning, but and the more I thought about it, I'm in the goggles 90% of the time. So and it's very rare that I change anything on this radio. When I first started in FPV, I thought I had to actually put different models because I'm from a surface background. So I drove RC cars and stuff forever. And you generally would have to like set up each model of car, because you can have different trims and different, you know, just different things. I mean, that's set up on each car that may not be the same, maybe launch control or something like that you wouldn't necessarily set up on another car. So I got so used to doing that, I actually did it with this, and I kind of at some point realized I could just use the same profile for all of my quads, and it's the same. You know, it's no different, because you're gonna program the flight controller as far as rates and everything else. So you didn't need to set up different ones. So it's rare that I touch that screen. I don't need to. So once I set the radio up, and you know, once you set it up, it's fine. So it's the same with all of them. So you know, so anyway, this is gonna be, you know, I'm gonna cut this right here, and you know, you guys like, comment, subscribe. You like what you hear, you want to hear more of it. Notification bell if you want to get notified. I'm actually gonna, like I said, I'm gonna make another video on this radio. I'm setting it up and actually binding it and flying with it. So you might want to look out for that, and if you're interested. Okay, let's weigh these things. Sorry, my table's messed up. I was working on some stuff, so. Okay. GX12. Loaded with the battery and all. Comes in at 709 grams. So that's with the 5,000 milliamp hour Li-ion battery. That's everything all in. And we got the pocket, which comes in at significantly less, almost half the weight, which is 388. And for good measure, let's weigh TX16. Battery and everything's installed, and it broke the scale. Let's see here. Okay, we're set to grams, right? Yeah. So, well, I don't know what happened. It broke the scale, but I did weigh this, and it was over 1,100 grams. So I don't know what's going on with my scale at the moment, but let's try it again. Maybe let's try a tare weight and let's see what happens. Maybe I just did something wrong. Yeah, it's definitely not recognizing it. But yeah, it was in the neighborhood of 1,100 grams. So significantly heavier. So, and honestly, the GX12 is honestly a lot heavier than the Pocket, but I think it's a lot more manageable. And the fact that it's smaller, it's smaller than the TX16, so that helps. So I mean, if you want to, like I said, we'll see what the size difference. Now, if you can tell that, huge difference. So if you're looking for small but feature packed, this is gonna be the radio for you. It'll definitely be my daily driver. But let me know if you want to know a little bit more about it. I'm gonna dig into it a little more. Just whatever you guys know, hit me up in comments. If you got one, how do you like it? Has it been doing you okay? And would you consider, if you have a TX16S, would you consider trading? I mean, I don't know if you consider it an upgrade or what. I'll just say, would you consider trading? But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, guys. See you later.